Alright, so on to phase 3 of the MCU, which, introduces a lot of new characters into this universe, and, we'll get to somewhat know these guys in the next few weeks, especially in today's video, which is all about Captain America Civil War. This is a 2016 film and is the final film in the Captain America trilogy. It is overall a 13th film of the MCU. The film was directed by the Russo brothers. The film follows the Avengers being split up into two factions, one led by Captain America himself and the other being led by Iron Man. The film's cast includes Chris Evans returning as the main lead, Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow, Anthony Mackie as the Falcon, Don Cheadle as War Machine, Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye, Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther, Paul Bettany as Vision, Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda Maximoff, Paul Rudd as Ant-Man, and Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Overall, these guys come back in many other MCU films, including the Avengers sequels. Team Cap features Falcon, Hawkeye, Wanda Maximoff, and Ant-Man, while Team Iron Man features Black Widow, War Machine, Black Panther, Vision, and Spider-Man. Other cast members are Emily Van Camp as Sharon Carter, who took Cap's side and will return in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Frank Grillo as Brock Rumlow, William Hurt as Ross, who, returns from the Incredible Hulk movie and has recently been in Black Widow, and Daniel Bruhl as Helmut Zero, who's our villain who actually breaks the team up, and we also get to see him in Falcon and the Winter Soldier as well. Anyways, in March 2014, the Russo brothers confirmed they would be directing the third Captain America film, with main actors, producers, and screenwriters returning. Both Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely had been working on this film's script since late 2013, and the brothers were rehired 3 months before the Winter Soldier's release. In April 2014, Marvel announced that the film's release date of May 6, 2016, and Trent Oplach, who was the cinematographer of the Winter Soldier, said he would return to this film. Principal photography was expected to begin in April 2015, and in July 2014 the writers confirmed they were halfway through writing the script. Russo stated a month later that they were looking into the films such as Seven, Fargo, and The Godfather's influences for this project, and that this film would feature more comedy than the previous film. In August 2014, they then stated it would be set a couple of years after the previous film, and that it would focus on Steve's relationship with Bucky as well, again with political themes. The film was also scheduled to begin in Atlanta. By October 2014, Robert Downey Jr. had entered final negotiations to return as Iron Man. This was so they could adapt the Civil War comic book storyline written by Mark Miller, and at the end of the same month, Sebastian Stan confirmed he would be returning as Bucky Barnes. Marvel then revealed the film's title, confirming Robert Downey Jr. would be returning, and that Chadwick Boseman would also appear in the film as Black Panther to set up his own solo film. Anthony Russo stated that adapting this story was not always intended, but Kevin Feige then eventually told the writers to start looking into the story. They also revealed that if Downey did not reprise his role, that they would be using the Mad Bomb storyline from the comics instead. McFeely said that there was always an idea for a Civil War movie that had been in and out of the works at the Marvel Studios, except that there was never a cinematic universe that could do such a storyline like this, but now they could. Marvel Entertainment executives originally did not like the idea of both heroes fighting at the end of the film and wanted the Avengers to reunite to fight Zemo instead, but the Russo brothers were not happy with the idea, saying they did not want to create a typical superhero movie. Overall, Kevin Feige supported them all the way with this. Mentioning Zemo, in November 2014, Daniel joined the cast at the time as an unspecified role, while Anthony Mackie and Frank Grillo were confirmed to return to this movie. Following this, the hacking of Sony Pictures computers happened, and emails between Amy Pascal and Doug Belgrad were released stating that Spider-Man was a consideration to put in this film. However, it seems talks were stopped after that. Luckily though, in February 2015, Sony and Marvel finally reached a licensing deal to have Spidey in an MCU film, and reports very much suggested that this film would be it. Jeffrey Ford, the editor of The Winter Soldier, also signed on to return to the project. Jeremy Renner also confirmed to return in March 2015. Filming began on April 27, 2015 in Georgia at Pinewood Atlanta Studios. Trent Oplach also served as director of photography, while Chad Stahelczyk, David Leitch, and Spyro Rastos were second unit directors. In early May 2015, Marvel announced that Martin Freeman joined the cast as an unspecified role, while Paul Bettany, Don Cheadle, Paul Rudd, Emily Van Camp, and William Hurt were confirmed to return. Samuel L. Jackson then responded to all this, saying he was surprised he was not in this film, since he was in the previous two Captain America films, and the Russo brothers even told him he would be. Overall, it has been said over the years he didn't appear because he wouldn't really choose a side, and well, he didn't really serve a purpose to the film's plot. Another character that was cut was the Wasp, which was confirmed by Kevin Feige himself. She was overall cut because there were too many characters, and well, they wanted to develop her more in her own movie with Scott. At the end of May 2015, the brothers along with Feige and Pascal held a screen test in Atlanta for 6 teenage actors that were being eyed for the role of Peter Parker, with them even acting with Evans and Downey for chemistry. The next month, Tom Holland was cast in a role, along with the Russo brothers saying they wanted someone younger to play the character, and were surprised to see Sony was initially hesitant to cast a young actor for his age. They also have said Marvel had told them to create another script without the character in case the deal got scrapped. However, they never did because it was so important to them. It was also confirmed this version of the character would be having his own solo film, and John Watts was also going to be a director. And well, he was on set the whole time for this character's scenes to overall see what they were planning to do with him in the MCU. By the end of June 2015, the film was halfway through with production moving to Germany in August. Additional filming also took place in Puerto Rico and Norway. Filming wrapped on August 22, 2015. In September 2015, Mark Ruffalo confirmed that Hulk was originally meant to appear in the film. However, he was removed due to the end of Age of Ultron, as Marvel didn't want to reveal where he was. Marcus has also revealed that this character did join a side in the original script, and well, when they were trying to write out a scenario, well, the other side was kind of fucked. They also wanted to add him at the end of the film, but again, there was too many characters, and it was really hard for them again to explain where this character overall went. Red Hulk was also a consideration for the film, but again, it was just cut because there was too many characters, and this is a massive origin to include in a Captain America film. In February 2016, Gwyneth Paltrow was reported to have joined the film for January reshoots. However, in April 2016, it was revealed that she was never going to appear in the film. The film was then completed on April 4th, 2016, and Kevin Feige explained later on in the month that Ryan Coogler, who would be directing the Black Panther film, contributed some dialogue for the character in reshoots. The film premiered at the Dolby Theatre on April 12, 2016, and then screened at CinemaCon 2016 on April 13th. The film then released digitally on September 2nd, 2016, and on disc on September 13th, 2016. The discs also included a preview of Doctor Strange, while the digital version included a mockumentary short film titled Team 4 that was originally shown at San Diego Comic-Con 2016, and if it's not obvious by the title, it's just a funny little mockumentary to, well, show where Thor was during these events, but it's not exactly canon thanks to Thor Ragnarok. Overall, the film made $408.1 million in the US and made $745.2 million in other territories, overall making $1.153 billion. The film grossed more money than The Winter Soldier and was the highest grossing film of 2016. Overall, Rotten Tomatoes gave the film 90% based on 418 reviews, and Metacritic gave it 75 out of 100 based on 53 reviews. Overall, I'd say a weird thing I get from Civil War is that it breaks down into two storytelling modes, which at times makes me think scenes from the same movie are well from different films. In one of these modes, heroes are quiet and have sincere talks about personal beliefs and rarely try to communicate with each other, while in the other they beat the crap out of each other. I don't mean to make it sound bad because admittedly the fighting scenes, more especially the airport scene, really are the most fun part of the movie, but at times it's just disappointing that they did go with fighting scenes because the more quiet conversations work to me. Captain America is clearly superhero meets politics. I mean, Winter Soldier really showed that, and well, this is literally about a political agreement / contract, and well, thanks to these fighting scenes, the story just feels complicated. If I had to say it, the film feels like a weird mashup of the Winter Soldier and the Avengers. Also, yeah, I do hate it. Also, yeah, I do hate when people compare this to Batman v Superman. But well, funnily enough, this film links to this and its previous film. So overall, yeah, that was kind of a funny coincidence with Batman v Superman and Civil War. But most importantly, this video was overall about how Civil War was kind of fought and made with scrapped characters, yada yada yada, and generally just my own thoughts. It's a shame because I don't want to say this movie's terrible, because believe me, it's not. It's got a lot of great scenes in there, but these great scenes sometimes don't really work with each other as explained. There's very serious scenes, and then there's very like Avengers Endgame type stuff where it's like fan service, where it's fun moments that fans can really enjoy and appreciate. So it's kind of the start of this event to me where they were trying to do more fan servicey things in, well, stories based on very big comic book storylines. And well, yeah, I think it did do a good job of adapting the original comic as well, because oh boy, there was a lot to cover there. So yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on Civil War? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Or you just kind of like me where you like it, but it's got some problems to it. So yeah, just comment down below and well, I'd love to hear your thoughts about this film. And also make sure to subscribe because I don't really do this for the subscribers. I do it to just edit videos and talk about things I enjoy or not really enjoy, but the subscribers do make it a little bit better. So yeah, that's all I really have to say other than make sure to also check out my letterboxd. I have now set up a letterboxd account just because, well, it makes it a lot easier for people to kind of see my original thoughts on things. Kind of a very spot on review that I've made about Civil War I made the other day is on my letterboxd account. So yeah, you'll get kind of early access to my thoughts on overall films before I eventually do, well, write a script, record, and then edit a video, and then even upload a video for you guys to see about my thoughts. So yeah, if you just want to see, again, a little bit of early thoughts from me, make sure to check out the Letterboxd account. So yeah, that's all I really have to say, really. Again, I really want to hear your thoughts about Civil War, and yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next week.
Does nobody use a turn signal anymore?